ICHK has already, I think, in quite a short time developed a real reputation as a school that innovates around learning and teaching. And we were really gratified when the Council of International Schools accredited us this year, that was one of the things that they picked out and commented very favourably on. I think there are two ways in which we innovate. One is to do with what one might think of as the traditional curriculum and the way that we deliver that. So, for example, our drama and our sports programs are designed in such a way that we really do bring students on as practitioners in those areas. They think of themselves really as thespians, they think of themselves as sports people, not as school kids playing at being an actor or playing at being a sports person. The other way we innovate is by creating new curriculum content, and these are programs that we develop ourselves as a school, and you won't find them anywhere else. We've taken them right from the drawing board, through the planning, through the preparation, through to the delivery, and we're constantly updating them and trying to make them as exciting and stimulating as possible. I think the flagship example of this would be Human Technologies. This is a course that we've been running for 4 years, but actually I've been working on previous iterations probably for about 10 years now. And what Human Technologies tries to do is to give the students a slightly different perspective on how the world works. It suggests that what truly makes humans intelligent is not just what resides between their ears, it's the ways in which they can plug into a social environment. That intelligence actually lies outside of yourself. It lies in the choices you make about the kind of strategies and techniques that you use to meet the challenges of everyday life. One of the things that I've found most encouraging about working at ICHK over the last several years has been the way in which, as a school, we find ourselves so aligned with our parents in terms of the kind of qualities and attributes that they want their children, our students, to leave the school with. I think chief amongst these is what we've termed psychological robustness or resilience. It's the idea that as you come across an increasingly complex world which is changing directly in front of you, that you don't allow this to faze you, you don't feel defeated by it. On the contrary, you see it as a series of challenges to which you're equal. And we work very hard at ICHK to ensure that that's the mindset that our students have. One of the things that we've done at ICHK is develop a pastoral support mechanism that we call the 5+1 model. And this is based on the insights and the theory that come from 5 influential thinkers in education and beyond. And really it's about the ways in which you can support young people to develop as learners and as people through the teenage years. I think that ICHK is different to other schools really because we deliver on the promises that we're making. There's a book that was written by an American commentator called Seth Godin, who's made a name for himself as an entrepreneur and as a sort of a social guru. And in his book, Stop Stealing Dreams, Godin points out that if you visit the websites of just about any school, they all look pretty much identical. They all make the same promises, they use the same language. And his point is that if really they were delivering on the sort of critical thinking, the independent learners, the team players, the leaders, then we wouldn't have this constant complaint from universities and first-time employers saying that the students who we send out from schools just aren't up to what's expected of them. At ICHK, we've developed a curriculum which has been really specifically designed so that young people can have the opportunity to build on these skills, develop them incrementally, step by step, in a safe environment, in a way that's authentic, that's really powerful for them, shared amongst their peer group, so that they are able to see themselves developing as learners and feel the confidence that comes with taking on a challenge which is at one and the same time stimulating, demanding, but also supported and scaffolded by people who are able to shepherd them through it. Another aspect of innovation for us really is around pedagogy and encouraging teachers to take risks, to try new things, to pioneer. And again, this is something that's been commented on by visitors to the school and by the Council of International Schools when they came and looked round. I think staff find that very energizing. Instead of working off the same old script, what they're doing is being asked to dig into what learning really looks like and think of ways in which they can make their subject, their topic, their expertise come to life. And students love it when they feel that they're part of that kind of passionate partnership, that this is not something which is simply being delivered to them, but it's something that they are co-producers of, and that alongside the teacher they are making something exciting happen in a new and stimulating way.